But those are, you have fun. And what made it easier for me, and the stunt wasn't hard. It was just that I had a security blanket as far as my dad being there. You
Right.
know, it's like because my dad did, man, they got us morphed from because I think it's one of the movies you have mentioned on there is I can't remember which one it was. It's my dad because I came in after 96. Anything before 96, movie wise, is my dad.
Now, did he do Prince of Darkness? Because that
Yeah,
was in the notes. Okay. Okay. That
yeah,
was him. Okay.
yeah. Because anything before 96 is all him. Anything after 96 is a combination of both of us because they didn't know which one was which. Because my dad did Rush Hour. And I think when they really confused them on was when we both did Dark Blue, because both our names on there, King and Senior,
Yeah.
um, Junior and Senior, me. And so I don't really know how Google does this or whatever they do, but for me, man, it keeps my dad's name alive, and my my kids, my grandkids, and so on down the line can go on and like, what was my grandfather like? What was he like? I'm like, you got a smidge away.
Right. 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 What I
You
want to
know,
do is I was thinking I didn't tell you yet, but I don't know if this is possible because
mm,
there's so much stuff. But if you could gather up all your notes or all your stories or whatever physical proof you have, almost everything he's done, if you want to do one of these on him solely, I think that would be really cool.
oh wow, yeah.
But I don't know. Like you said, there's stuff that you didn't even know until afterwards. So I don't know.
After that first podcast, man, I had this things I had didn't even know he did. I mean, my dad's resume when I was before I even got started was already 2 pages long.
So
So
how many projects would you like over 100 at that point? Maybe.
easy, because he was doing things that they call black exploitation back in the day. We
Right.
talk, Uptown Saturday Night. He did so many, man. Like I said, I was watching one show one time, movie one time, and he popped up. I had no idea he was even in it. Because back then they didn't get name credits. This only think the stunt coordinator got name credit. So, uh, and back then you didn't get residuals. Residuals didn't kick in until like the late '70s or mid '70s. So my dad had started like early '70s. So anything that he had done, I'm still in the dark about it. It's like because for me, like I've done so much extra work, like that you would never. I'll see something, I'm like going, "Duh, I did extra work on there," but going into it that that's extra work.
Right.
Stunt wise, these guys deserve residuals from day one. They had to fight for it. Everything that is now wasn't before. Like when you do like Star Treks back in the day, there were no residuals. You just worked and you was only as good as your last job. That was it. So that's why the actors would get these big, huge contracts because there were no residuals. Now you get the big, huge contract and residuals, but also you have an agent, a manager, a press agent, you have an advertising person that you have to pay, you have your manager. So, you're getting, let's say, $1 million. Half of that is pretty much gone based on your team. You
Right.
have to
Right.
take care of your team first. So
And
yeah,
taxes and
and the
everything.
tag, yeah, we didn't even talk about the taxes,
Right. Right.
all of that.
Well,
So,
let me ask you a question on that because correct me if I'm wrong. Let's say you're an actor and you get paid, let's say $1 million.
okay,
Let's say 300,000 of that goes to your agent, manager. I have to assume there's union fees,
yeah,
life expenses. Let's say you only have $700,000 left, right?
right,
Why can't you report that to the IRS as expenses, business expenses?
man. The movie industry and the way it works is weird. It's weird. Like for example, when I was out of work. When you're not working, you collect your unemployment, but also they would have like on. Can you? can we train you at something? I'm like going, if you don't have anything as far as teaching me how to be a stuntman, a producer, an advertising something that has industry related, no, you
Right.
can't help me. Now they do.
Okay.
They have that, and I'm like going, what? I'm like, it was funny for me because I was saying it as a joke back then. It's like we talking like late '80s, early '90s, and the 2000s, all that way back when. I'm like going, no, I can't. How can you offer me something that's out of my field of work?
Right.
So they actually made something for our field of work. So I think there's classes you can take to learn certain things that's in the industry now that weren't there before. But as far as how the taxes work, man, it's a weird business. It's like it's you get so many write-offs, and then it changes from time to time because we used to get write-offs for video because it's research. You watch a movie, and you would go to Blockbuster and rent a movie, and you would take your receipt and you could write that off because you're doing research. It's movies. You could write off haircuts. Because you're going for an audition and you have to have a certain cut a certain way. Clothes because you have an audition and you have to go in playing the part. All that stuff you used to write off. So it's weird.
Right.
It's weird. So I would hate to be a tax person dealing with our business. It's like,
Right. Right.
what the hell is this?
There's a lot of people going to what do they call that, audit? Is that, I think
Yeah,
that's not the word, but a lot of people would get audited for there's a lot of red flags over here, man. Like I
yeah,
just imagine
yeah.
that. Like this in reality, this they wrote this as an expense, but really this isn't one.
Right.
It's a weird game in a way, you know.
Yeah, for me, it's changed because I don't get that opportunity anymore because I'm not in the business as far as like haircuts, clothes, research. So it's a different, I just hit another area. So I'm like going, oh, before you could. Now it's like, I don't know, it changes every year, man. It changes. So I don't even like to talk about taxes.
Right.